So up to this step we have created the following map with marine licenses data and media and taxable incomes. We overlaid these two layers, actually 3 layers including the BCF locations, into one map. By the way, if I drag this up, it will show, basically you can change the which layer are in front and which layer are in the back by moving them. So now BCF locations are in front. What I want to do now is to add some widgets. Basically with widgets you can filter which of the areas you want to see. You don't want to see the whole areas, only the areas with, let's say, with high income. So let's start with marine licenses. Let's see if we can add a widget for it. Yeah, let me first turn this layer off so we only see marine licenses. So that's it. And in the data pane I can add a widget. For some reason, which is a mystery to me so far, it only shows me one bucket instead of all of these buckets. But my workaround is to zoom one layer, and now I'll have several buckets of data which I can use for filtering. So let's so if I filter this, I'll only see the areas with high count of marine licenses. Right. So let's go back and add a widget for income as well. So let's turn this layer off, turn income layer on, and add a widget for income. So again, into data I add a widget for median taxable income. So that's it. This one came quite clearly and quite neatly. I can select which areas I'm interested in. So I'm probably only interested in areas in postcodes with an income over, let's say, 43k, or even higher, let's say income over 50k. And what I want to do, this is probably a very sophisticated thing to do, but I want to basically show the areas that both qualify for this filter and this filter, right? So I want to basically create a combination filter across layers. The way to do it is to add a new analysis. So let's add a new analysis to this one, and the analysis is called filter by layer. So I want to filter one layer by values from the other layer. So the first layer is the income layer, the other layer is marine license layer, and I join these two layers based on their postcode. That's the column that exists in both of them. So if I apply this analysis, so now supposedly if I change let's see, if I change a filter in any of these two layers, it should affect what I see. Let's change the filter on this count layer. Yes, it worked, right? So the idea is that although the marine license layer is off, we are not supposed to see it, but with this filter I can control what areas will be visible as a combination of both this filter from the taxable income layer and this filter from the layer below, which I don't see it actually. So if I'm only interested in areas with high number of licenses, I just apply that filter, and really these areas are the areas that qualify for both high income over 43k and high number of licenses, right? So perhaps I can if I want to open a store, a competitor for BCF, this postcode might be a good candidate because there is no BCF around, but there is high income and there is high number of marine license holders. So how do I know which BCF, which postcode is it is? I can go to this layer, and as you remember on the pop-up I can specify what to show when I click on a region on the map, and I want to show the postcode maybe. So now if I click on any of these areas on the map, it should show me the postcode from this table. Let's see, let's give it some time. So here if I click on it, alright. Let's do a refresh, it sometimes helps with CARTO. Let's see. Alright, now if I click on it, that would be the postcode that I'm interested in, right? So for some reason they are all in the same postcode, so that's probably the case. 4702. Alright, that's my final basically map on this visualization. I know there are some issues with CARTO, and it is not the most user-friendly environment, but it is very powerful, and it allowed us to basically georeference several data sets and overlay them together. You don't have to be this sophisticated in your analysis. This is probably a very, very complex analysis for the purpose of this assignment.